Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you're here today. And today I have a piece that we had looked at before and chose to cut another piece instead of this one. And today we're going to cut this one because why not? And because it's nice. So let's zoom in on this. And what we have is, this is supposedly a piece of jade. Okay, and it's got stuff in it. It's kind of gnarly looking. Let's get the flashlight out. And you can see it's semi-clear, and there seems to be like dendrites or little inclusions in there. Like you can see, yeah, you can sort of see it there. It's reflective. We got these little palm frond thingy-doos in there. Thingy-doos, that's the word for the day, is thingy-doos. But it's a really nice piece of, it's might be serpentine. It's hard to say, but it's supposedly jade, and it has some nice qualities, opal-like qualities to it. Like it could even be common opal. We don't know, but we were told that it's jade. So I think what we're going to do, I know what we're going to do, is we're going to make this the bottom. And you can see there's a crack right here. And from looking at it with the flashlight of destiny, the crack does not seem to go in very deep, but it's still there. And those inclusions seem to go throughout the stone. So if we make this the bottom and this the top, and we end up cutting down until we get to those pretty looking things, I think we're going to have ourselves a really nice stone. And that's what we do. We experiment here. We take stones from wherever, cut them, and bring out the beauty. So let's take this over to the wheel and let's get on it. Okay? Okay, let's get the water going. Let's get the wheel going. And if you can see, the angle is different now. I have a different phone holder. I had it for one of the previous videos that the sound didn't work on, which aggravated the crap out of me. And this will give you a better view, hopefully, of what I'm doing. So here's our bottom. So we're going to start by flattening that out a little bit. Okay, and I hope the volume is not killing you because the microphone's closer to my face now. Maybe it'll give us better sound. Maybe it'll take some of that nasty sound of the wheel away too. I don't know. But we shall see. Just like with the stone, we shall see what the stone will bring. Okay, and yes, we got a lot of muck. Yeah, and there's that crack, I think, that I was speaking about. Let's see, do we got focus? Yes. There's that crack. And if that would have been the top, I think we'd really had some issues dealing with that crack. Because here we don't do crack, you know. But we do sludge. And, ugh. Yeah, we got a lot of sludge on this one. Had to wipe sludge away. Okay, it looks like the crack is gone. Which is good. Alrighty, so I'm going to stop taking off the bottom. And I'm going to start working these sides down a little bit. Because we do have some flat spots here. I don't want to say flat. I want to say thinner spots. We're going to have to bring up to give ourselves a nice girdle. And yeah, this stone is pretty soft. I'm going to work this edge a little bit until we get a nice even bottom edge, which is about what we got there. Okay, see, we still have a big gnarly right there. Are we going to get focus? Yes, we are going to get focus. I'm going to work the shape, the rough shape, just a little bit. And then I want to see if I want to take that bottom down some more. Actually, I think I'm going to take this edge here down more to this gnarly here on the bottom. We're eliminating some of this lighter color. I don't want to go too crazy on eliminating that lighter color yet. Okay, we have... I think that shape's pleasing enough for the moment. Okay, so here's our shape from the bottom up, which I think is going to be nice. So the next thing is we got to start taking the top down and working on the dome of the stone. Quite often I don't cut these stones for rings, they would be more pendants. Or just for looking at. So it may seem like I'm just sort of haphazardly cutting away, but I'm not. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, there's a very, very dark coloration in this stone. I think I'm going to bring that dome down just a hair yet. We do have a fairly high girdle. So we can take that down a little bit if we need to. Let's take a closer look at it. Okay, we don't seem to have a whole lot of stuff going on. The bottom seems to have more going on than the top. But that can be a little deceiving. So I think I'm going to take this girdle down and make it a little bit smaller. Try and get it around 1/8 of an inch. I think that's going to do pretty well for a fairly even girdle. And now I'll rough that dome into the new girdle that we set. If I have any experienced stonecutters out there, they'll be saying you're not using the proper terms. And it's like, well, you know, you're right. I'm not using the proper terms probably because I don't know them all. Because I'm just the guy that cuts stones and talks to a rubber chicken all the time. That doesn't mean I can't make beautiful things. And if I can do it, you can do it no matter what you know. Okie dokie. So seeing as how this stone is so soft, I think we're about to the point where we are past the roughing in stage. And we can get to the, well, unrough stage. So, set this down, and I'm going to pick up the new phone holder, which is going to be a lot nicer of a transition, he says, as he jiggles off your eyeballs. Get the water going on this one. There's our water. Okay, so we're going to, might zoom in just a hair. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to do the edge just a little bit. Adjusting the water slightly. I love the streaks on the wheel as you go. Like, get different colors of streakiness. The streaks of destiny. Now I'm going to work over the dome a bit now. See if we can bring out some structure and whatnot in this stone. That last wheel was an 80 grit wheel, so that's going to be really rough, and it's going to be hard to see what all is in there. And that's usually why I come to this wheel for a little bit before I put it on a stick. Okay, so let's take a look at what we got. And what we got is, oh, okay, there is stuff showing up in there. That is what we like to see. Look at that. How close can I get it before it all goes wonky? Yes, that is nice. This is a 600 grit diamond sintered wheel. As you can see, it starts to show up more of the structure inside the stone. Structure. Sounds like such a good word. Structure. Okay, now we've got a lot going on in there. I don't know if the camera's picking up the depth of it, but we even got some sparkly bits down in here. Whoa, that's nice. Alrighty, so before I go any farther, he says as he continues to cut the side, I think we're going to take this, go over and put this on a stick so we can make this stone the best version of itself. So, don't go away. Okay, I'm back, and I'd said before in a previous video that sometimes you don't see things until the stone is dried off, and here is a crack right there. Focus. Right there. And that appeared when the stone dried. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. But the only way to find out is to keep cutting it. And we'll see what the stone has in store for us. What the stone is storing for us, we do not know. I'm going to put a setting edge on this like I normally do anyway. And shape still seems pretty nice. Let's take a look at the shape while it's on the stick. This corner could be rounded a little bit more, which I think I will do now. I think that's all I needed to do. Okay, now I got that girdle edge pretty much the way I want it. I'm taking down the sharp edge of the girdle where it transitions into the dome. And going to do now the ultimate transitioning, basically. Still has a pretty high girdle on there, which is not a bad thing. Bang. So as you can see, there is a lot of structure showing up in there now. It's not showing up so well on camera, I don't believe, because I don't think you can see the depth that I can see with my two eyes. If only we had 3D cameras for this, that'd be pretty awesome. It's kind of neat with this new phone holder because I can look right over top of the camera. And essentially you're seeing what I'm seeing, just with a slight difference in the angle. Just a very slight difference. Now we do the twirlies. The stone is pretty soft, so the twirlies came pretty quickly. And I think we'll be heading to the other wheel here directly. Okay, and as you can see, yep, there's a lot of structure in there. Even dry, the structure is showing up. I have the feeling there's going to be undercutting in this stone. I hope not, because it's looking like it wants to be a nice stone. We'll do our best to eliminate the undercutting. So take a look. That's looking pretty nice. So I think actually we're ready to go to the next wheel already. So let me kill the water and the power and try to do a gentle transition over to this wheel. Alright, and this is the wheel of the bad valve. Ooh, which is actually working pretty nice today. That's different. Okay, let's get some focus here. So we're going to hit the edge, which is the girdle. Go up the edge a little bit. I actually have to turn the volume down. I almost said turn the volume down on the water. Hoi! And just work over this entire stone with the 600 grit. And I think I remember I said that was a 600 grit wheel, and it's like, no, that's a 300 grit wheel over there. Brain spasms today, you know. I got drain brimage. What do you expect from a guy that talks to a chicken, though? Embrace the drain brimage. Okay, let's take a quick look at it. Ooh, that's looking nice. That is looking nice. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot to say about this stone today. It doesn't seem as if this crack, and you can see a little bit of the edge of it right here. Right there. It doesn't seem like that crack is going to affect us as much as I was thinking it may. Which is a good thing. Okay, take a look at it again. Okay, we got some shiny bits showing up in there. Dry it off just a hair and see what we got. Yes, there is some undercutting. All in all, I think this is going to turn out really nice. I could maybe lower the dome down a little bit and try to get down into more of that structure that's showing up. But then you run the risk of, you know, maybe that crack appearing more, or no, actually not showing as much structure as you think it will. So I think we're going to leave it as is. The twirlies will tell. Okay, let's see what the twirlies have told us. Twirlies have told us, yeah, it's looking pretty good. Looks a little bit better when wet. No, I think actually we're ready to go to the next wheel. So, again, I shall move the camera, which is so much easier with this new holder. I am pleased with it. I hope you all are pleased with the angle of the new holder. And, oh, I knocked it out. And as usual, this wheel is not going to take very long. It's the 1200 grit wheel. And after I do this, I'll decide whether I want to hit it with ZAM or hit it with the cerium oxide. And I'm thinking because of the softness, cerium oxide will be the way to go. We shall not know until the tale of the swirlies has been told. So, what have we got? You've got shinies. And that's pretty shiny even when dry. And as you see, we've got some sparkly bits in there. And there is that crack that's showing up. Right there. Ooh, wait a minute, maybe I can see it better from this side. Yep, right there, you can see it's showing the reflections right in that area. There's a lot of depth on this stone too. Probably hard to see on the camera. But it has a lot of, you can see down into the stone really well. Okay, I think we are ready to hit it with the final polish. So I shall do that, and I will meet you at the desk. So don't go away. The stone says, don't go away. Okay, I'm back. And let's zoom in on this a little bit. Here's what we got. And I did hit it with the Zam. And look at that. That stone turned out pretty darn nice. It's very dark, but there is a lot of depth in there. Let's see if we can see it. We've got some structure going on. And that crack doesn't seem like it's going to be much of an issue, thankfully. But that stone has some nice structure in there, polished up nice. The undercutting is not anything near what I thought it would be. Hey, a little bit more structure. Well, there you can also see that crack in the back a little bit better. But that is looking pretty darn nice. Even on this side, we've got some like sparkly gold bits. You can see right there next to the alien eye. The alien eye. And all in all, I think even if I had cut down a little deeper, I don't think we'd see too much more of that structure. We may get rid of some of this darker, because you can see on this side it's a little lighter up in, or sort of like in the heart of the darkness. The heart of the darkness. But even though we are in the heart of the darkness, yeah, I can say that this stone is a win. So if you liked the video, hit the button, subscribe, like the channel, leave some comments below, and because everything helps us out. And I'll be coming back with more of this, and if you ring the bell, you'll know when I do it. So, thanks for spending some time with me, and have a good evening.